Over 25 years ago, Bethany Manor was founded by Steve and Charla Koska after the birth of their own developmentally disabled daughter, Bethany. Steve and Charla soon found out how little support was available for Bethany and for their own needs, and felt led to start Bethany Manor. More than 25 years later, Charla still offers help and hope to the developmentally disabled and their caregivers.
When my daughter Bethany was born, we were really excited to have a little girl. We wanted a boy and a girl. And her first night in the hospital, she stopped breathing, and we were told that she had probably suffered brain damage. And we didn't know the extent of it until she was a little bit older. As she started getting older, we started seeing the extent of the brain damage, and it was pretty devastating to us. Well, when she was 18 months old, she underwent a lot of testing at Children's Hospital in Orange County, and they were able to tell us that she had suffered what they call diffused brain damage, which meant that all areas of her brain were damaged by the lack of oxygen. And at that time, they told us the possibility was that she might never walk or talk, and that she might never be more than just kind of in a vegetative state. It was very overwhelming for our family, because we had our little boy, who was about almost 4 at that time, and we knew that we were going to have to try to find help for her. She was very demanding of our time, and it caused a lot of tension in our family, because we had to deal with her. We had to learn how to work with her. Plus, we had to take care of our little boy, so it was very hard on the family.
The Kids Are Kids program is offered 3 times a week. Areas that are specifically targeted are speech and language development, gross motor development, cognitive development, social and emotional development, self-feeding and personal hygiene training, family interaction assistance, and parental guardian guidance.
Samara Staley was born. She was a 24-week preemie. She weighed 1 pound 4 ounces and was 12 inches long, and she spent 5 months in the NICU. When we first came to Bethany Manor, Sammy was a 1.5 years old, and she could only walk if she was holding on to someone's hand or a walker or something.
I have a son with multiple disabilities. He has cerebral palsy, he has hypomyelination, he has autism, ADD, and a history of seizures. We came into the program, and it was just amazing the progress he started to make already, because he, like I said, severely, he wasn't able to sit up. He wasn't even able to roll over at the time, and had a head lag because of the seizure medications. The doctors had given me a very bad prognosis that he was going to be severely to profoundly retarded for the rest of his life and never master any self-help skills. And to this date, he's able to feed himself. He's potty trained, even though I have to walk him to the toilet. And cognitively, he's very responsive.
2 months before she was due to have her baby, she didn't feel her baby move. We went to the hospital 5 times, and the last time they induced labor. After they had her, there was no sensation of feel. She didn't cry when you pinch her or when they give her a shot. And so, of course, she was a preemie anyway, and she was in the NIC, and the IV NIC. So they realized, they took all the different tests, and that's when they told us that she had had conducive to a stroke in her womb before she had the baby, and they diagnosed her with CP. When we first found out that she had CP, we knew something was wrong from the way she reacted when she first had her. But when we first found out, and they came, of course, and they had us all in the room, and they told us that she had CP, my daughter was just devastated. She just cried. She was just devastated. And as soon as we started crying, she says, Mom, I said, yes. She says, God didn't bring me this far to leave me. And he didn't bless me with her to take her. And I will always give her the best that I can give her.
Bethany is now 36 years old, and 30 years ago, there was very, very little in the way of support for us. I had a dream in my heart to help my daughter when she was going through these things, and I had a dream that was in my heart to help other children like her. And because of Bethany and the lack of services, a number of parents who were also seeking services for their children came together, and we got some people who were also professionals in the field, and they saw a need, and we began a therapy program for children like our daughter.
I wanted so much to give back to Bethany Manor what they had given to me, that I came to work for Bethany Manor, and I started working with the children, and it fulfilled my heart so much, because the rewards working with these children is immense. The progress that I get to see in these kids every day, it's fabulous. I love coming to work.
Since the therapy at Bethany Manor, her parents are more inclined to give her a little more free rein and let her experiment and see what her limitations are rather than setting them for her. She's more than willing to go up to people and say hello and things. It's just incredible. I would like to really thank Bethany Manor for all that they've done for her. It's just been wonderful, and I don't think she would be the little girl she is today without having gone through this program.
Once we started in Bethany Manor, the eye contact started getting there, and her hands started reaching, and she started looking, and the teachers were so wonderful. Charla and the staff at Bethany Manor are just great. Each one takes the time to make you feel like you were a part of their family. It's not like I just came with this little baby that has extra needs, that all the other little children, there's 40 of them, they all have an extra need. But they all make each one seem extra special. And each one has a different, they have autism, Down syndrome. Each baby has a different affliction. But it's not like you're a sick child. You're a well child, and I want you to come all the way up to the full potential that you can see. I've seen 4 or 5 of them that couldn't walk. They can now walk. And they go and get things and throw things, and it's such a joy to see them. I never thought, I'd be like, don't get in my kitchen, but it's a joy to see them go and throw all these little toys. Just throw them everywhere. It's so wonderful to see them throwing these little things where before I've seen them not able to walk, not even able to sit up. Now they can sit up, they can walk. It gives me hope that my baby one day can do some of these wonderful things that these other little children do so well. But the staff at Bethany Manor, there's nowhere better. They're a wonderful group. They love God and they love these little children. And it shows. It shows.
I was one of the original founders of Bethany Manor, and I've been here the whole time. I've worked in the capacity of executive director for about 25 years, and it has been the most rewarding thing I've ever done, and I can't imagine doing anything else, because I see children coming in here that were like my daughter, getting services that she didn't get when she was 2 and 3. And I see these kids doing things that their parents didn't think they would ever be able to do. And I've never, ever once regretted doing this. We've had struggles financially off and on, but the rewards of working with these children is phenomenal. And I love it. I love the children. I love seeing the families change for the better, because the stresses are off and they have hope.
Bethany Manor is a California nonprofit organization and gratefully accepts financial donations. The important life-changing work of Bethany Manor cannot expand or even continue without the generosity of people like you.